It's time to break open and decipher the most dangerous blueprints that'll put you on a watch list. Let's make a bomb! To obliterate the barrier surrounding a giant sentient space zygote producing blue jelly, of course. What else? Well, anyway, let's go ahead and do just that in Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Hello, everyone. I forgot to do the snap my fingers. Hello, everyone. GB049 here. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime 3 Corruption in the Metroid Prime Marathon Series, episode number 57. Alright, we went to the Federation landing site far to the east of Skytown, but, actually, no. This is, which direction is this located? Let me take a look at the compass. It's far to the... Not exactly the east, but, we're on the, we're on the side. I'm terrible at directions. But the game is really good at giving me directions, so maybe I will get a little bit of a pointer as to what I need to do in this dismal plain of abandonment that was once home to some avian creatures, both organic and non-organic. As sad as it gets. Wait a second. I completely forgot to go over here first. I forgot what was in this elevator per se. I think that this is the escape pod elevator that you take once you just shut down the pod's engine and just deploy. Yeah, I was right. But we can scan it just in case here. Structure appears to be a landing cradle designed for small evacuation pods. And on the bottom is a generator for it. Energy generator feeds power into the landing cradle for the recharging of evacuation pods. I'm surprised there's no steam spiders just like swarming around the... Never mind, there they are right here, but just can barely see them. There we go. There they are. Can you... Let me scan them, please. There we go. Steam spider. Tiny labor mechanoids. Threat index set to minimum. Probably just deal 1 or 50... like a 0.50 damage each hit. Steam spiders were created by the Steam Lords as... Wait, Steam Lords create creatures? They create life? I did not know that. Created by the Steam Lords as basic light laborers, they have since went rogue and now run wild in Skytown. Though of minimal threat alone, a swarm of them can be a nuisance. But they look kinda cute though. They're just like those, just like those ground repair drones that just like to use their arm to propel themselves with a little wheel for a leg. But they don't even look like spiders. They just look like robots just doing the crab. Their animation is very deceptive because it looks like that they're spinning around. It looks like their legs are spinning around in a circle. That's an illusion. They're actually moving their legs around so fast that it looks like they are moving in a circle, but they're not, which is weird. It's so weird how they do that, but yeah. Anyway. Alright, so that's our little spot that we have to take as an exit when we finally finish our mission. This fun, yet kind of long subquest in Skytown Elysia. Just gonna ignore these sky puffers over here. Well, actually not in Skytown Elysia because we haven't even started doing it yet. What we need to do first is go inside this room. Notice that we can't access it yet because we need the screw attack to wall jump across the other side of the wall jump the other side across this room.
Samus, perhaps what you require to access the Federation landing site in the east is not on this planet. The item you need may reside on a world you have previously visited.
Alright, so luckily the case of backtracking in Metroid Prime 3 Corruption in this part of the game is not really all that obtuse or tedious in the slightest, because our gunship is right where we right where we want it to be. So now we can go back to Bryo into the fiery air dock and access an inaccessible area. Not to be confused with the inaccessible regions in Metroid Prime Hunters, but similar to it nonetheless. Go to a frigid area in Bryo in the fiery air. I'm not quite sure how that makes sense, but it just does. And get the space jump there. I didn't even, like, oh, what the fuck? I didn't mean to save it. I need to normally save. I meant to enter the freaking gunship and save. Oops. Well, I know. Oh, at least I saved it anyway. I'll just, like, scan 2 objects and a creature, talk more about them, and we can just go out on our way to fire air dock. Yeah, after absorbing a copious amount of phazon energy from Mojanar, our physical appearance is altering. We're not really corrupted, we're corroded. I mean, on the inside, Samus is corrupted, but on the outside, she looks corroded because of what the phazon is doing to her body. And our phazon level is at 25%. Higher it goes, the closer we are to become the very thing we swore to destroy. Alright, so, gotta remember, fiery air dock. I'll get that missile expansion that Rundus blocked off later. For now, let's just take care of business in here. Oh yeah, and while we are in the frigid area in Planet Bryo, we get some very unnerving very unnerving transmissions from 242 when we exit. I'm not looking forward to it. I mean, sure, I do plan to like go to the GFS Valhalla as soon as we get the space jump. Not the space jump, the screw attack. But I will keep my mouth shut the entire time when I am. I don't even know if you can even. This word. Okay. This area and this word should not be friends. Should not be friends. Exploring the GFS Valhalla. If anything, you're. I guess you could say you're tormented from your vision. When you're tormented vision, tormented insight, tormented anything involving eyes. When you're in the GFS Valhalla. I'm not going to say anything about that place yet. Trust me, I have a lot on my mind. But as long as I remember to, well, you know, do just that. Oh, right, of course. I see Reptilicide. It's a fun achievement you can do by just making a Reptilicus kill itself with its own weapon. Get this out of the way. I don't even know if I can get over here or not. Oh wait, yeah, I can. Alright, so go on this side. Oh, right, I forgot. On the other side of here, just leads me to nothing but a missile expansion, which I can obtain. Ow. Can you move? What is this fire made of? It's way too solid to be a gas. If it's pushing me back violently that far. Alright. Oops, I completely messed it up. BRB. There we go, much better. Now I can get across. Alright, scan that before. Melt the ice. And more lore from Planet Bryo. Let's go examine it before I forget. Let's see what this one details. Prophecy. This might be a little bit out of order. Right. As time slowly passed, I grew old. Even the combined power of magic and science couldn't cheat death forever. In order to preserve Brio's environment, I would need a successor. Finding one was a daunting task, for most of the folks saw me as a monster. Time passed quickly as I searched, and my efforts appeared to be in vain. Seemingly by chance, I found a young primal wandering the wastelands and rescued her. But this was not a chance encounter. She was a prophetess, tirelessly searching for the last Lord of Science to speak to about her visions. In her dreams, she saw a starborn death coming to Bryo, and with her vision came a plea to save her world. Based on her information, I began work on improving the existing decontamination equipment to help prepare a defense for Bryo against the eventual catastrophe. But did he do it in time? Not quite sure what kind of decontamination equipment he was referring to, but I'm suggesting, or not suggesting, I'm assuming that he was too late, because the war eventually got to him. I forgot to scan this earlier. This heavy stone door contains a low-level energy shield that can only be distorted by high-temperature shots. Any extra detail about this? Noted to the planet. Okay, yeah, that's the same thing. Weirdly enough, those doors open much more faster than the blue ones. File BY444 stonework represents an MT the 7th, the 9th emperor of the Mgenth dynasty. Because the rest of them are gone. File BY445 stonework represents Hixin the 1st, the 4th empress of the Ixor dynasty. And right over here, we can finally... I don't even know if we can scan this, though. Ah, yeah, it was out of scanning range before. Database access file BY446. Stonework represents... Stonework represents Olmus or Damus. Damus the 1st, the 7th emperor of the Shar dynasty. Alright, pull these back. Get across here. I think I'm missing. Yep, 2 more stoneworks here. BY447 stonework represents Kiln the 2nd, the 5th emperor of the Clom dynasty. Okay, so there's two emperors of the Clom dynasty represented by those stonework statues. It's interesting to know. BY448 stonework represents Endis the 1st, the last emperor of Bryo. Had a lot of dynasties in this pretentious civilization. But history is history, I suppose. You know, I might as well just leave this guy alone. He suffered enough more than what he already has. I think there's 2 more than the spawn over. No, there's actually 3 shell bugs. Shell bugs are everywhere once you revisit areas for some reason. Well, mainly Bryo, of course. All right. Take me to my destiny. If I'll reach it, that is. All right, of course. I'm supposed to go this way, not on the very top. That just leads to a missile expansion. All right. Arrived at our destination over here. Don't want to ruin my OCD. I'll just keep it like this. That way I know where I'm going. All right, right through here. Anything I'm missing? No lore. Oh, what the hell? Okay, that's new. I've never seen this here before. What happened to you? This Reptilicus prisoner appears to have died while struggling to escape his cell. Ah, man, he was so close, too. Don't give up, skeleton! Like most prisoners, this Reptilicus was sealed inside a cell and starved to death. That's got to be a Lord of Science. There's no way in hell that's a primal in any way, shape, or form. I'm sorry. Alright, there's more object scan here. Ceremonial golem appears deteriorated but still functional. A concussive blast may activate it. To kick this over here. Numerous fractures detected within this wall. Strong impact could probably break through it. Unidentified structure has been frozen in place. High temperature shots could probably melt the ice. But I'm not going to go, like, you know, destroy that object just yet. I just want to take a look at the extra animations the golem does. Alright. Time to grab it. Huh? Oh, damn it. I can't reach that high. He was very eager to get his hands on it, too. It's so funny. Not as much personality as the Mojonar class war golem, but personality nonetheless. Battering ram. Suspended stone column can be swung from side to side, but is too heavy to move alone. And now we can do it. I don't know the exact quote from Fairly Odd Parents, but that's exactly what's going on in my head right now. Something, something, authority by knocking, something coming in anyway. I would have memorized that word for word before I, like, eventually got to this, before I recorded this episode, but I don't know. It's a funny quote. It's a really funny and iconic quote in that one episode because it's used several times in comedic effect. Back when Fairly Odd Parents was actually good and entertaining and not oversaturated with unnecessary bullshit characters that no one gives a shit about. In my opinion, I don't think Fairly Odd Parents deteriorated as a result when Poof was born. Poof was perfectly fine. Like, it added just like more variety and potential to the show, and honestly, I feel like that everything just turned to shit once Sparky showed up. Then they just kept on adding more and more, and I don't even know if the show's still going on. I doubt it. Probably, okay. I am more than likely sure that it did have a series finale, but the fact that on how many characters was added to the show, and how much negative reception that critics gave the show at the time and still are, is very telling, because hardly anyone on the internet was vocal or noticeable or barely existing to mention the series finale of the show. That's how little people actually gave a shit about the show, because of how much was changed for the worst. Well, anyway, we are warping to a different location. Technology in Metroid is so fucking fascinating and terrifying at the same time, because if this is in real life, we'd probably die just by interacting with this device. Kind of similar to how Engineer does his teleporters in TF2. Same idea, but seemingly harmless, I guess. I don't know. Ice formation appears fragile. High temperature shots could probably destroy it. Also, we received a new achievement for discovering a new area. Reminiscence of Phendrana drifts from the original Metroid Prime. Kenji Yamamoto just really cannot hold in his bias for Metroid Prime when he was composing this, and that's perfectly okay because it's fitting. Kind of gives me a bit of a Tropical Freeze vibe almost. What other vibes would it give me before Tropical Freeze existed? Metroid Prime, of course. But fittingly enough, both of those games were made and developed by Retro Studios. So, yeah. It also has the piano sliding motif from Phendrana Drifts as well, which just makes it even more obvious. Numerous fractures detected within ice sheet. High temperature shots could probably shatter it. And we've arrived. Let's go. Environment is so cold that our that the frequencies of our comm links have been affected. Communications are jammed. Our plea. This might be the last one. No, it's not. It's not. I'm missing like 2 more. Yep. Yep, I was right. The war came to him. Sadly, disaster came to us before we could finish our work. An accident caused our supply of fuel gel to explode, sending fire to the sky and exposing our position. It was not long before a primal warband saw the great fire and rushed to attack. Without a way to power my great Mojanars, I had no way to defend myself from their assault. Fleeing would only drive them to pursue us to no end, and they would show no mercy to either one of us once caught. I had no other choice except to stand my ground while the prophetess fled to safety. With her, I sent my records of the past in hopes they would both find sanctuary. You now read my last words, etched in stone and placed by the prophetess. We speak to you from beyond the grave to plead with you. Save our world from the starborn plague. Lift the veil of hate from the eyes of our people. May our remaining relics serve you well in the struggle. And don't make the same mistake you did. And don't make the same mistake as us. Duly noted. Because all this would have been 100% avoided if you just would have listened to the fucking Chozo. But nope. Pride begets all. Ice sheet is covering a large opening in the floor. High temperature shots will probably shatter it. It's the same thing as before. But can we walk across it? Yes, but this path is blocked off. Only one shot's all it takes. Alright, let's go. Spinner device. Let's leave that open. Let's leave that open for right now. And this place is so cold that there's no creatures in this place whatsoever. Database access. File BY551. These statues represent Gislis, a major clan and house of Bryo. And that's the same one as before. Giant Mojang golem here. Statue represents Eng, the first reptilian emperor to receive the gift brought forth by the Chozo. What gift would that be, may I ask? Statue represents Dela, and the first Chozo gift of knowledge bestowed upon the Reptilicus. Knowledge. So with that knowledge they've acquired by the Chozo, they made science. Which was far too much knowledge that they could grasp, that they thought that they could ascend beyond the, beyond the levels of magic. It's almost like as if that the Chozo was gifting the Reptilicus the technology and science part of knowledge in the form of the screw attack. What the hell do you expect me to do with this? Oh, nothing. Just place it in your hand until someone grabs it for themselves. That's why we're here. Don't mind if I do. I'll take that from your cold undead hands. And there we go. Armor suit upgrade acquired. Screw attack online. Then press B again. Press B repeatedly to screw attack. It's the same function as it is in Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, but they really fix the bumping back issue when you collide against the surface of a wall. Like the knockback you receive when you collide into a wall has been reduced significantly. So it's a lot more comfortable this time. Alright. James Davis access file BY552. Statue was built to honor peace on Bryo after the Great Schism ended. The Great Schism? No. The period of the Great Schism did not end. It continued because, well, the Civil War was still going on. The entire time in the history of Bryo, so to say that it ended is complete hogwash. Okay, complete magnetic rail could not be used with current suit abilities. I always gotta go keep this area in mind because, what the fuck? What do you mean I can't? Unknown surface type. Divine. Okay, okay, whatever. Doesn't give me any information like that. Doesn't give me any research or logbook entries of the sort. Okay. Okay, as I was saying. Okay, something about, something like technology. Oh. Yeah, whatever. I'll learn more about what you have to say, and I'm not gonna go enjoy it. I'm not gonna go enjoy it. Blue disc on the palm appears to be a control mechanism. A strong blast could probably activate it. Temporarily, of course. Wait a second. Oh, right. I forgot there's an item on top of his arm here. Right over here, I'm guessing. No, it's over here. It's a ship missile expansion. Ah, come on. I was just off. Come on. Okay, there's something I had to say about, oh, here we go. Alright. Ship missile expansion acquired. Oh, yeah. I really need to remember to keep this area in mind because, this, location of Bryo is not marked normally on the map, even when you, view your, even when you pause the game and view the logbook. Because, eventually when I activate the, satellite devices in the far regions of the, east side of Skytown to reveal all the item locations in the game, you're supposed to backtrack to the frigid area of planet Bryo to check your items there. Any other time, you can't, which is stupid. Alright. Oh, yeah. I remember a long time ago that I made this GIF of the cutscene of the Chozo statue just like lifting up his arm and lifting up his arm and raising it in front of the Reptilicus statue. And then I just put the captions "boy" over it. Which is both funny because of the time that I made it during that period of that meme back in the day. I think it was like 2014 or something. Damn, that was holy shit. That was a long ass time ago. And also it's very accurate because it just really represents the Chozo's frustration for them not heeding the frustration of the Chozo of the Reptilicus not heeding the Chozo's warnings. So it was like, I tried to warn you. Why didn't you listen? Oh yeah, there's one other thing I like doing in this room. So just go all the way over here. You can do it all in one session. It is always fun. All right. Unique energy signal detected. Pedestal is emitting a teleport signal. Approach pedestal to initiate teleport. All right. I'm only going to visit the GFS Valhalla for a bit because I only want to get. I only want to get one. Okay, two things. One, an energy cell. Two, an enemy that becomes missable unless you go to planet phase, which is strange to me. All right, so got the screw attack, and now 242 is gonna go flip her shit. Now that she's able to communicate with Samus normally. So spill the details, 242. Mother brain reject.
As I am sure you are aware, this vessel was attacked by pirates 5 months ago. We request that you investigate the Valhalla for any information about the pirates and their master plan. We will upload the coordinates to you now.
Oh boy. The Federation solar system. Right in between Elysia and planet Norian. The Gaflar system. Investigate the Valhalla. Logbook updated. Let's go over there real quick. Just to complete our errands in that place. I'm not gonna say a damn word. Promise. Just let the atmosphere speak for itself for right now, and I will just make this quick. Don't worry, I'll tear the. I will vocally tear this place apart. I will. Prepping up as we speak. I really want to, but I just don't want to waste any more time doing it. So let's just go over there. Oh boy. Honestly, given the GFS Valhalla, the silent treatment is the best one I could give it. I have an unwavering supply of energy just pulsating in my body right now. The very moment I just heard that, freaking intro of the theme. But let's just take it. Alright, got 2 energy cells. Leave this around here for right now. We'll scan this, though. Energy cell data access. Status report has been downloaded. Information moved to logbook. Works the exact same way as the Chozo artifacts and the Sky Temple keys in the previous 2 games. But a little bit more sophisticated. Which is weird. Data indicates energy cell is connected to manual generator override and planet Norian. Status unknown. We'll just scan that. Data's been secured. Data has already been acquired from this terminal. The unit is automatically shut down. Oh, dang it, I forgot to scan those. I will scan these poor souls, though. Trooper's life energy has been completely drained. Only a brittle husk remains. Oh, this is just visual storytelling done. Just visual storytelling is in this part of the game is fucking off the charts. Target appears to have been contained inside this area while trying to escape his attackers. All right, 2 enemies here. One is a gel sack. Inflates as a defense measure, can explode and release venom. By venom, you mean potent phazon. Gel sacks are aggressive creatures, roaming their territory and defending it from all comers. When provoked, a gel sack would begin to expand its body, quickly filling it with a caustic phazon-based venom. Obviously, this continues until a gel sack explodes, sending a spray of deadly fluid in all directions. Okay, I have never seen the full model of the gel sack before, because to me it looked like some sort of jellyfish spider creature, but it has a face. Oh my lord. One that's very disturbing, but at the same time, it's pretty interesting. They're just bubbly crabs. They're bubble crabs. Bubble phazon crabs. That don't like social interaction. Metroid. Combat rating negligible. Infant has not developed powers. Metroids, tiny and weak, will travel in a flock for protection. They float and fly about in search of sustenance. Those that survive will grow quickly, becoming the feared parasites known throughout the cosmos as phazon Metroids. It's the exact same model and design as the infant Talon Metroid of Prime 2, but with a different colored hue and, well, different colored hue and different energy. Interesting of how the log model doesn't display its tentacles or mandibles, whatever you want to call them. They're not there. How many normal shots does it take to? I wonder if I could freeze a gel sack. I want to try this out. Are they immune? No, they eventually burst. Okay. How much damage does it normally take when I'm curious. I'm actually curious. How much damage do I normally take when I am up front and personal with a gel sack? Around 20 damage. Not as much as I thought, but it's still quite a bit. Alright, I've had enough of this place. Let's get the fuck out of here. I got what I came here for. Except these, hold on. Phazon Leech, non-aggressive scavenger that feeds on wounded and dead bioforms. Phazon leeches thrive on the bioenergy drained from weakened and dead prey. They often roam in groups, leaving behind toxic trails as they slide across terrain in search of sustenance, which don't actually appear in the game. Their bodies are soft and unprotected, making them easy targets to dispatch. Those are twitching like rabbits for some reason. Alright, now if it's like... Oh, they disappeared out of nowhere, okay. Ow. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. And proceed to, back to, some stuff we can collect in the next episode. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Alrighty then. So, that'll conclude the end of this episode of Metroid the Corruption, episode number 57. We've acquired the Screw Attack, which is our tool that we need to explore the rest of planet Elysia to create a bomb. And also examined a little bit of the GFS Valhalla to see what it had to offer, and it is terrifying as it always is. And yeah. Next episode, we're going to collect a few things on planet Norian and planet Bryo, which is only two of them, so it's nothing all that special. And then after we're done with those tiny little objectives, we can clear the main one on planet Elysia, and it's going to be big. Trust me. All right, so first off, we're just going to go on Norian first. Actually, no, I'm not going to go on Norian. I'm going to go planet Bryo first, and then get that one missile expansion that I'm missing. Cliffside, Federation Outpost. I think it was the nearest one is over here. Cliffside Air Deck, okay. Alright, so thank you all for watching. I'll see you later. This is GBA049, signing out, go on offline, and see you next mission. Once you get the missile, go to Norian, and wait. Oh, actually, no, I'll go to Norian later. That place is extremely difficult, without, is extremely difficult extremely difficult early on, so I'll just wait. But anyway, see ya.